Am I the a-hole for calling the cops on my neighbor because their dog wouldn't stop coming into my yard and acting aggressive? It's even lunged at my dad. I've tried to handle it on my own, but at some point, enough is enough. Let me explain. So my neighbor has this dog, and let me tell you, it's not friendly. I'm not just talking about barking at strangers. This thing acts like he wants to attack anyone that gets close. It even tries to attack the vehicles that drive past. At first, I tried to ignore it. I figured, okay, maybe the dog just needs some training. Maybe the owners will get it under control. But no, it kept getting worse. One day, I was in the basement and suddenly I hear this loud, aggressive barking right outside the door. I go and check, and sure enough, the neighbor's dog was right there, barking like crazy at the basement door. I wasn't even outside. I was inside, and still somehow it felt like it needed to come over and just freak out. Then it gets worse. I had people over for a birthday party, and my parents were over as well. My dad was outside putting his suitcase into the car, and the dog comes over and lunges at him. He said if he didn't have his suitcase there, the dog would have grabbed his pant leg. The dog full on lunged at him, barking all of it. My dad didn't even do anything. He was just existing. At this point, I knew I had to do something. I'd already been dealing with this for far too long, and I wasn't about to wait until someone actually got hurt. So I called the cops. I didn't want to start drama. I didn't want anyone to get into trouble. I just wanted my yard back and safe. But I had no idea how my neighbors would take it. I never talked to my neighbors after the cops, so I had no idea if they were mad. But let's get real. They probably were. The first day after the cops spoke to them, completely quiet. No barking, no dog in the yard. It was actually peaceful for once. But then the next day, guess what? The dog was back in my yard barking. The only difference, this time they got him back home pretty quickly. So I gave him that day as their one and only pass. Since then, I've been watching to see if they actually take responsibility. If it happens again, I don't know. I might have to call the cops again. So, was I the a-hole for calling the cops? Should I have tried something else first? Or was it totally justified? Let me know in the comments. Seriously, I want to know what you guys think. And if you ever have dealt with a nightmare neighbor or a dog like this, tell me your story. Oh, and don't forget, like and subscribe if you want more wild stories like this one.